Hey guys, this is Aaron with my camper home. I'm finally started warming up today to where I can come outside and not be freezing, and it's not raining. It's actually a cloudless day. So I decided I want to go ahead and get my kitchen cabinet, the other one done. You saw the first one where I cut the hole in it to put the sink in. I do still need to go in and stain it like I'm doing here. I'm gonna do this one first, see how it goes, and then go in there and do that one. But here's what I've got so far. I've got the board out. This is basically just I know, looks like about half inch, 3/4 inch project board. That's all it is. It was really very cheap. Here's the solid edge pine panel board from the big box store. And let me see. All right, so it's 3/4 inch, 24 by 20, 48. I got two of these, one on either side of the stove in there. So I wanted to make it waterproof because it is just a real porous pine. So I went and got some Thompson water seal. And instead of just getting the plain water seal, I went ahead and got it tinted. See, it's tinted. It's honey gold is what that is. It comes out. Got a little fold here. It's kind of like a. Looks like it's kind of melted chocolate ice cream or pudding. And I'm just brushing it on now. So here's what I have so far. I'll brush across there. I'm gonna get the edges and maybe even flip it over and get the other side just so I can have some waterproofing on either side. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going and I'll show you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, I got the countertop painted, stained, water sealed. It's looking pretty good. Not sure if I'm going to need another coat or not. I'm gonna wait and see. I did the inside also. Let me show you the inside. Cleaned off the stove there. I had a bunch of junk up there. Put the stain on it. All around there. And I stained up the wall. And I really can't tell the difference, but because it was already kind of, it was already kind of honeycomb. And here's the sink area. I went ahead and paint all around it. I probably should have just gone ahead and disconnected the drain to the sink and pulled that out, and then, you know, paint it. I just painted around it. It's not gonna hurt anything. So let that dry and see how that gets as far as being waterproof or at least water resistant. So it's a quick and easy one. Not much going on. Just slowly getting at it and getting on. Still got a lot of unpacking to do. Still got stuff everywhere. But slowly getting to where it needs to be. I'm getting real close to I'm gonna start using that shed out there that was left here by the last people, and I just want to get a lot of stuff out of here that doesn't need to be in there. Back in the corner there, I've got fishing poles and an air compressor, some boxes of books and stuff I don't use every day that can go out in that shed. So that way I can push my bed up against the wall and get it away from here. But everything's going good. Hoping this weekend. The plan is to put right here is the AC, and here is the DC for the light switch and the coax for the cable. So what I want to do is put a big uh, 2-gang box up here and put a light switch up here for the lights in there, and then run the AC over here and then down to the plug that's in there. Um, there's two lines for AC I see here. And what I found out is one's a feed to go down to the plug, and then comes through the plug, and there's the other one is a feed coming up, going over and going down that plug over there. So what I could technically do is cut the second wire up here, and or cut both these and put these together, and then just run a single cord down for the plug. That way I don't need to run both down and both back up. That way I'm by connecting them up here and then running a single line down. This one feeds directly over to there, and it feeds down. So it's like a Y instead of being in series, which it doesn't have to be. So we'll see. The bad thing about it is whenever I start to work on this stuff, I have to turn the power off the trader, which I lose everything. Let's say I let it go off. Reset the clocks, reset the microwave, all that usual stuff. But it's only got to do it once, and then I'll be done. So this is Aaron from My Camper Home. Check it out. Alright guys, I just want to show you I brought in the cabinet that I was painting outside and I got it installed on there. So now I got a nice long counter. I got this counter, which is going to be my main workstation. And then we have the stove here with all my junk on it right now. But the stove. And then let me turn the light on back here. This back area is the kitchen. It's the sink. And then over there is the drying station, some other stuff. Keep all my big stuff down below there. Over here is my food stuff, and my dishes and pots and pans. So I'm glad to have this done now, finally. And I'm going to go ahead and let it dry overnight, and probably most of tomorrow before I put anything on it. But it does look like it's, and I love that color. That golden, honey golden stain is nice. So, yeah, it's coming along. What I decided to do, this right here is a DC line that used to run to a switch here underneath the cabinet. There was a switch here, and then it went down, and so you could turn the hot water heater on and off. But since I removed that, I have a nice DC circuit here. So what I want to do is just coming through here. I'm going to put a switch here, put a DC switch here, and then go ahead and run this up to the ceiling. And then I bought some LED lights that go all the way across here and across there. And my idea is to put some crown molding up there, so the crown molding's angled, but it's got a gap above it. So I put the lights inside that crown molding, and I got a gap. So then I've got some indirect light shining up off those LEDs, and then I'll use that switch right there to power it and turn them on and off. It's a pretty lofty goal. I've got all the parts for it. I just need to just do it. But I need to get this wall painted. This wall here needs to be painted. The good thing about this cabinet here is I haven't permanently mounted it yet. So when I do go to paint this wall, I can pull this whole thing out and get behind it and paint that, so it's all consistent. Anyway, thanks. This should be the last one before I go ahead and publish this out. So look forward to my next ones coming up. Thanks.